Hi, everyone. So today I am going to share with you the one critical question that you need to ask yourself in order to transform your life. So if you are just finding my channel for the first time, welcome to Faith and Flourish. My name is Julia, and I am a wellness and empowerment coach. My coaching practice is to help ambitious women like you who woke up today and was ready to solve your problem once and for all. You decided today I am ready to find a solution. That is what I do. I help ambitious women like you to achieve results in whatever area of your life that may be. On my LinkedIn, I share articles, and this LinkedIn page is my services page where I offer life coaching. It is also under this same name as my YouTube channel, Faith and Flourish. And so, this article that I wrote, and I'm going to share my screen as I tend to do when I do these article videos. This is how to transform your life. Okay, so the one question that you need to ask yourself is, who do I need to become in order to achieve this goal? That is the one critical question. So as I shared, I work with women who are ambitious, and despite that, they still feel stuck, disconnected, or generally unfulfilled with some aspect of their life. And they woke up today and said, I am done with this problem. I am ready to solve it once and for all. So, of course, I'm going to share with you some DIY tips, and then also offer to you at the end of this video how we can connect. So, a part of my coaching practice is I bring my whole self. I have undergone a number of personal transformations and have achieved a great deal of success. And one of the first times that I walked myself personally through this transformation was when I decided to complete my bachelor's degree. So I had been working for several years. I had been academically dismissed from my undergraduate program, and I just was not able to get any type of promotions, any type of growth opportunity, any way of increasing my income. And I felt like people were literally passing me by. I was a receptionist, so people passed me by literally to go to their desks, but I also felt like figuratively they were passing me by. And so it became really clear where the gap was, what was the obstacle, and it was that I didn't have my bachelor's degree. And so I had to become the type of person that completed their bachelor's degree. And so that meant I had to be someone who was good with time management, somebody who looked at the syllabus and planned their life out, looked at what events were coming up around the same time that I had papers due. I needed to not only find time to go to class, but also time to do the readings as well as writing papers. All of the things that I didn't do the first time that I had tried to go to college. And so that was the critical question. Who do I need to become in order to be the type of person who has completed their bachelor's degree? So that I put back to you as the critical question that will transform your life for any type of goal that you have for yourself. So again, in this article I shared, the next time that I had to put myself through this type of transformation, I tried to get into graduate school a number of times and I kept getting rejected, which felt awful. And I was like, I don't know, who I need to become in order to be the type of person that gets admitted to a graduate program. So I finally find a school who will admit me, but I was admitted as a conditional admit. And so that meant if I did not pass the first class, I was not offered admission into the program and I was not a student at that school. So there was an incredible amount of pressure on me to pass that first class. So in that first class, my first paper, I get an F. And I'm like, okay, so we have a decision to make right now. Like the going is getting tough. It didn't take but 2 weeks into the class for the going to get tough. And I was like, we're either going to try to do this how we've done it in the past, which is try to outrun this bad grade, or we are going to step into a new version of Julia, the version of Julia who is a graduate student. And that version of me said, we're going to ask the professor if we can resubmit this assignment, take all the feedback and improve on it. And that's what I did. This professor said that I could redo the assignment and I resubmitted it. And, the rest to some degree is history. This same professor, I had her for other classes in my graduate program. When I was applying to my doctorate program, I asked her to write me a letter of recommendation based on the fact that there was a lot of behind the scenes resilience going on that she did not know about. She had no idea what my journey had been. And I shared that with her. And she was like, oh my goodness, I was a conditional admit too. And now she was my professor. So she gladly wrote me a letter of recommendation to get into a doctorate program. So I want to share some DIY tips so that this video isn't too long, but of course, please feel free to read this article on my LinkedIn. Okay, so the DIY steps for you to ask yourself the same question. First, you have to clearly define what the goal is that you want to achieve, okay? In my cases, I wanted to complete my bachelor's degree, and then in the second case, I wanted to become the type of student who can complete her master's degree. So clearly define what the goal is that you want to achieve. You need to assess your current state. Be very realistic about where you are right now because that's going to help you see what your gaps are. Okay. That's the next step. Pinpoint the gaps. Identify the skills, the habits, and the mindset changes that are needed in order to bridge the gap between your current state and that goal state. Then you need to create an action plan to get those skills. So in the case of my bachelor's degree, I knew I needed to get better at time management. I also time management to get to class, and then looking at the syllabus and time management to do the readings and write the papers, and how I was an adult learner. So how are all these assignments on my syllabus, the readings, the papers, and class time? Where am I making a sacrifice in my personal life? I come from a very close-knit family. I was not able to attend every single event, but that was a part of my goal, was to earn my bachelor's degree. And so my family had to respect my decisions no matter how difficult it was for them and for me. And then the last thing is to stay committed. So remain dedicated to your growth, even when it gets challenging. Like I'm going to stop sharing my screen. When I got that F on that first paper in my graduate program, when I say stay committed, that's what I'm talking about. As the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Like, I needed to dig my heels in and say, I really want to complete this program. But if I don't pass this class, I am not even in this program. So it was like, I need to leave it all out on the line. I cannot be embarrassed. I cannot try to outrun this grade. Like, we're not doing this time. Okay. So I hope that this part of the video was very helpful to you. I want to offer that if my content is resonating with you, if you feel as though you are also an ambitious woman who's achieved a lot in her life, but you are feeling stuck, you are feeling unfulfilled, you feel as though you have more potential and you have exhausted your own resources of how to achieve your goals, reach out to me for a free discovery call. We will share real time and space with each other and learn if I am the right coach to help you meet your needs. And then we will learn if your goal is a short-term goal, in which case you will work with me for a shorter period of time, or if your goal is a long-term goal and it would benefit you more to be with me for a year. So the link to do that I'll put in this YouTube video. And otherwise, I hope that this video brought you a lot of value. Take care. Bye-bye.